Hello YouTube, it's Auntie Mickey. I'm back. This is going to be makeup tutorial number 4, eyeliner. Just got through doing the eyebrows, and even after the tutorial I went back and kind of cleaned it up a little bit and cleaned up the eyeshadow and all that. So now we're going to do the eyeliner. I have Stila. Very good brand, very fine point eyeliner tip, felt eyeliner tip, not brush. Basically, I don't do a whole lot of fancy shenanigans with eyeliner. I'm not in the mood for all that. I don't use backing of any kind. You know, some people put a spoon up there or a piece of tape or whatever. I ain't got time for all that. So I'm going to just go ahead and proceed with the eyeliner application. And I'm going to, as you probably already know, I use my magnifying mirror just to my right. I try to use my device as a mirror as well, but it's not as good as a mirror. And I'm blind as a bat, as I've always said. So starting from up here, it can be anywhere of your choice, how far you want it winged out. But I'm going to start the line up here and swoop it on down, using where the eyeshadow goes up. So I go right on that edge, on top of the eyeshadow, not on the edge of it, but on the top, and swoop it on down. Now, it's a little too thick for me right there. I'm real anal about stuff like that, so I will go back and clean that up and, you know, edge it out a little bit. But I'm going to go back up there. This time I'm going to go at an angle to make the winged effect. Okay? Now, right now it looks kind of goofy. It's not what it's supposed to look like. And I will, like I said, go back and clean that up. But I just go along the very edge of the lash line. Trying not to be too thick. I spoke too soon. But it's okay, because when I add the lashes, that will camouflage some of that thickness. And I'm trying to be very meticulous, not to go too high up. I like to have a clean line. And this is not the cleanest line, but it can be cleaned up. Oh boy, I am really blowing it right here. Maybe I've got the wrong one. I think this is the drier one. Now, one thing is for sure, is when you have elderly eyes like mine, elderly eyelids, that skin is not as taut as it should be. When you've got young skin, it doesn't move with the brush, or in this case, the applicator tip. And I've got one that is not as moist that I started out with, and I should have started out with that one. I didn't know. But I'm creating my winged effect, and I'm going to go back and clean up. I'm going to clean up that part. Now, I'm going to grab the brush, the lighter of the angled brushes, This is what I use to apply like my concealer down in here and up here over the entire eyelid. I'm going to use that concealer as well to clean this little faux pas up. Okay. It might take a second, but it's going to get done. I take a very small dab along the edge of the stem on one side of the brush, not the whole brush, but just one side along the edge. And I'm going to carefully go up the side. Okay. That concealer conceals that covered part. Instead of me going and getting a Q-tip and making a bigger mess. Now, if it was that bad, I would have done that, honestly. But it wasn't that bad. And I could actually use a little bit more, because my wing is not coming to the point that I like it to come to. But again, I'm not tripping. The thing I like about magnification is it picks up very, very fine details that you can't even see on the camera that much, let alone in person at a distance. You'd have to really get up on me to see some of these mistakes. Okay? So, fix that. Now to finish the eyeliner application on this eye. And now it's already winged out. I'm going to finish going around to the front of the eye at the corner. Sometimes it helps to hold your breath. Now going back to the original starting point, you see how that looks? It's not to my liking though. I'm not done yet. I've got to bring this up a little bit, just so it follows the shape of my eye. Now, you got to be careful not to press and draw it too hard, because sometimes that can actually peel off the original liner that you put on, and it defeats the whole purpose. I think I got the wrong one again. Let me see. These things dry so quickly for some reason. Yep, this is the one. Okay, and then just get down in those eyelashes, down at the base where the eyelashes are. Okay. And I will go back and go over the winged out part and fill some of that in. Okay. I almost wish I could go back and do a point, but I'd be here all night because I want to make it perfect, and that's when it always messes up. So I'm not going to do that. Now, if there's ever a mistake along the eyeliner on the top part, you can always do the same thing with the concealer if you want to be real meticulous about it. And all of this is only because I don't have young skin on my eyelids like you young girls do. Okay? So, I'm going to let that dry for a minute. Okay. On to the next eye. Thank God I don't have 3 eyes. I think this is the right one. About to find out. So, like the other side, we're going to go up about this high. I need to hold this taut. And I think I got the wrong one again. I need to put that somewhere as a backup.
This my problem. This my problem with it, right? When he said, if you got a fuck nigga on your platform, then you a fuck nigga. That ain't fuck nigga. That ain't true because I know where this shit at, and my nigga,
Okay, that one turned out a lot better than the other one. I don't have to do a whole lot of correction.
So if that's the case, then no.
It came to a perfect point.
Just take the layup. Don't even worry about his bitch ass. Nah, I ain't worried at all.
It came to a perfect point. And I'm probably going to mess it up now trying to perfect it, but I didn't. So yay. Yay. And then I'll go back around. Now this side is the one I usually have problems with. But this one turned out perfect, so far at least. I don't want to jinx myself.
So you willing to fight? You willing to fight Corey Hogan? Anytime, nigga. Just say when.
They are calling out fighting on the internet. Okay.
And fuck anybody that's down with
Whew.
Well, let me ask you this, man. But I said, no. I said, I'm going to speak to him direct on the line. Forget a text. So, but at that time, you know, I'm going through transit. You know what I mean? I had to get back to New York, so...
Okay, and in order to match the other eye, I'm going to have to bring that up a little bit.
I'm going to build with you later on. Bro, listen to me, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that. My nigga Goose, I met Goose.
It's funny because I wouldn't have to do all this if I didn't have all these little wrinkles.
And then that's when, between me and my partner, Sensei Rip Forgotten Kings TV, we made it go viral. On MREC TV, you got somebody on the phone next to you? Yeah, my bad.
Okay, I made a little bitty, teeny weeny mistake. No biggie.
If y'all gonna keep it comedy, you might as well do like a comedy roast, man. You know what I mean?
Okay. How's that? That good now?
Incriminate yourself, man.
You know what? It's gonna have to be. Now, if I was live streaming right now, somebody would be making comments, and I'd be reading them. Oh, I need to go up a little bit and be trying to fix it. I'd be here all night. I'm not the one. So, with that said, we clean up this little piece right here. And it doesn't want to clean up like I would like it to, so I'm gonna make it clean up. Okay, now I'll go back over that part that I just put eyeshadow over. Okay, so now that the upper eyeliner's done, we're going to do the bottom. Nothing spectacular. I put that down there to give eye more definition. Don't have much hair to work with down there, but I will put some mascara on both upper and lower eyelashes, starting in the corner on the far side. and just kind of bring the line around. Doesn't have to be completely perfect, because it'll be blended in. And when you put the mascara on, it kind of covers some of it anyway. Now I know people that they put a line under theirs, but they make theirs much thicker, and it's not attractive at all. But you know, to each their own. People put on the way they want to put on. And ain't a tutorial in the world going to change the way they do things, because they want a certain look. And I salute them for that. There ain't nothing wrong with being different, as long as you're being genuine. Ain't that right? There's that eyelash again. I've got a stray eyelash that just loves playing peekaboo with my eyeball. So, oh, and by the way, I used this brush, another angled brush. It's the skinniest one I have. Let me clean it off a little bit. It's very, very thin and angled. And you know, sometimes brushes like this work even better if they're a little moist. I don't have anything wet, and I'm not going to stick it in my mouth. I don't like doing that. I mean, I could. What big deal? And then put the eyeliner or eyeshadow. Basically, what this is MAC eyeshadow. It's just black. And I use that as an eyeliner on the bottom. And actually, when you wet it, it's darker. It gets darker. I didn't do it initially because I wasn't trying to get a darker line, but since I've showed this to you, I might as well go through with it. And of course, it'll last a little longer. Makes it darker, just like that. Okay, now that wasn't too bad. Next are the eyelashes. Ha! Okay, now let me see if I can get this glue on the eyelash properly. The last time it sprung a leak on the side somehow, and I think it kind of did this time too. I'm not sure what's going on here. Just a little bit. This tube is so tricky. I don't want to get too much on there, but I want to make sure that it's even too. That is a lot of glue. Man, oh man. I can see it. Can you see it? Look at that glue. I just dab a little bit off. Okay, now carefully place it on top. Move this over a little bit. Place it on top of the lash, making sure that this end is all the way at the end of my natural lash line and attached to it right at the base of the lash line. And as it dries, hopefully it'll stay there and allow me to adhere it to this side.
All right, so look, I got a dub on the Celtics.
Boom.
I want my money too, Spank.
It worked. Just making sure it's on there real good before I squeeze my own lashes onto it to kind of seal the deal. The dealio. Ha! I did it. First try, I did it. Sometimes, depending on how much it wants to cooperate, it can take a couple of attempts. Now, because I don't like the lashes to stick straight out, I push them up a little bit. You can actually see some of that glue right there.
Listen, it is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? Look, yo, I'm gonna hit y'all both behind the scenes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My brothers, I appreciate you, Reggie. Salute to the Rec Mob. Love is love, my brothers, man. You heard? We got the knockout queens.
Does that look okay? Now,
this is a fact. You know what I mean? Me and Spanky go through this. When niggas is saying all this hobo shit and skip row shit, it's like niggas said I picked Spanky up for skip.
and now for the other side. I'm going to try to do this quickly before this glue dries up on the stem, since it appears to have kind of globbed out. See there? See that bubble? Did it on the side. So I'm going to have to go like this, very carefully.
Let's do this. Part two. Part two, I want you to clear the air on that. Is that true or not? Part two. All right?
See? Looks kind of clumpy in one area.
That note, we're going to tap back in with y'all Rec Mob 10:30.
Now, I trimmed these lashes a little bit on one end because they were too long. I didn't do that on camera. It's too time consuming. Okay, let's see if we can do this as well as we did the last one. Sit it on top. Gotta have a steady hand for this. Then bring this end all the way to the end of where my real lash line is.
Yeah, salute to the Rec Mob, man. So this was a live show, none of this was scripted.
And then
yeah, man, we're gonna do part two after the game. I wanna watch the
stick.
Game. And we got some comedy out of that too, you know.
Stick it there. Oh, nope. Spoke too soon. It popped back up.
And they broke down the truth. Reggie broke down the truth to show you how wavy this NREC TV brand is and Forgotten Kings TV.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Now.
Was blackballed for 12 years. Him and Reggie. And with us coming
bring some of my own lashes over under there. Infuse them together.
I see a lot of people saying in the chat they watching the Knockout Kings of Comedy because of this live. So you know that's what we do over here. We know how to capitalize on momentums. So Corey, salute to you. You know, you want to speak to me man to man, you can, homie. Gooch got my number. I can even fuck the phone, nigga. I meet you in Cali. I meet you in Chicago, wherever. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do. I do the meetup. You feel me? So it is what it is. But as a man, homie, don't never associate me with no fuck nigga shit. You feel me? Because I don't move like my credibility been official, gonna stay official.
Up.
So on that note,
And then I'm gonna get some mascara.
salute to SJ, my
Actually, for
routine.
some reason, this one
Love is love. Go watch Knockout Kings of Comedy.
might be just a tad bit shorter than this one, but not too bad. It's not all that. It's noticeable to me because I'm real anal about that kind of stuff. And I'll just wipe this off as clean as I can get it. Probably have some inside the cap as well. Let me see. Because it is just too weird that it keeps popping out in this one little area. Look at all that was inside of there.
I appreciate y'all. Much love. Thank you. Double deuces and double deuces. I'm gone.
Tons. One time I was putting on lashes and didn't know that so much glue had squirted out. And I had it literally dripping down my finger on one side. And I glanced at it and I thought it was a bug. And I was like, ah! But it was just glue. But it was moving. It was like a bug. And those of you who know me know I don't do bugs. Only bug I know that I have anything to do with is my son. And his nickname is Junebug. And we call him Buggy. Or we call him Bug. That is the only bug I will deal with. Other than that, no bugs. No bed bugs, no roaches, no beetles. None of that. Oh boy, it came off the... I spoke too soon. Look at that. Okay, so some of that glue I just wiped off, I could have used it. Let me see if it comes out the top. Oh, look at that bubble. Okay, I'm going to carefully lift this up. And I got glue on there now. And while it's wet this time, I don't care if it does get on my eyelid or not. I need to get this thing on here. I might even be able to... Yep, I'm going to have to do it on the other side too, because it's coming off. Just keep that. Where'd that... There it is. I'm about to say, where did the toothpick go? Okay, it came out the top this time. So there's no hole. Uh-oh, got it on my eyelid. Got it on my eyelid. Got way too much on the strip. But I'll get it off. Getting it off the eyelid is no problem. I just wait for it to dry. And then peel it off. That way it won't smudge anymore. Dry up just a little bit so it'll be tacky enough to stick. That's it. Perfect application. Look at here, look at here. right. Now, as you can see, that glue, watch me work, watch me work. I'm gonna pick it off of there just as smooth. With the unused end of the toothpick. Now it has gotten pretty tacky. Look at that. Corey Holcomb is so foul. He's funny if you can get past all the cussing. Now I gotta squeeze my own lashes on there so they'll stay.
You have been worked on and transformed, bitch. Like my homeboy over here on the motherfucking board. I ain't gotta say his name. He said the Kardashians are a bunch of ugly Armenian bitches. And I seen the before pictures. These ain't bad bitches. But they go in there and they get that shit done. Goof ass niggas think they bad bitches. You can't perpetrate bad bitches to me. I ain't trying to be no motherfucking nigga. I'm not. When it comes to getting your motherfucking face peeled back. I'm not saying that you
All right.
don't ever act like you
There it is. It is on and popping.
perpetrating like you really a bad bitch. You ain't no you got it like
Push
a
it
bad
up,
bitch got it.
up, 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 up. And then I'm gonna go up under here with some mascara to camouflage my own weak ass eyelashes so they can blend in. And this is the last step. And then after this, let's see, I need something worth getting on camera for. So we can do blush, because I think I did blush before when I did the face, but as you see, it wore off. Blush, lips, done. So let me finish this up really quick. Get way up under there, as far as I can go, as far as where my eyelashes start, and just at the base. It almost acts as like a soldering or a gluing of my own lashes to the fake lashes. And you have the alternative to even put mascara on the fake lashes too, if you want to make them stand out some more. I don't mind doing that. I just can't get with the ones that sweep the floor. Doesn't take a whole lot. It's not rocket science. I'm sticking to this chair. And of course the other eye. Same thing. There's that eyelash that didn't want to attach. So I'm gonna see if I can brush mascara on it and get it on that way, because I can see it literally hanging. And there's that one eyelash that wants to kind of hang down away from the rest. I'm gonna have to do some magic on that one too. And if push comes to shove, I will yank that bad boy out of there when I take these lashes off. Okay, let me squeeze this bad boy while it's wet. Ah, done. Let me get you too. There we go. Now I haven't put mascara on this eyelash all the way, so I'm going to do that because I don't want to be inconsistent. Just a little bit. I don't want it all clumpy.
Somebody say, precise drink stag beer for high blood pressure. Somebody say, no, Duane said he wore his sister dresses around the house.
Okay. Now, I can do one of two things. I could just leave this alone and not put any eyelashes at the bottom, or I can put eyelashes at the bottom. Mascara, I should say. I don't know if anybody else out there has ever tried wearing smaller bottom eyelashes, the fake bottom eyelashes. I tried that for a minute. Oh, that was so uncomfortable. I said, it is not that serious. Now, if I'm going out on some big elaborate affair where, you know, makeup is going to be like Hollywood or something, I'd do it, but ain't nothing that special happening in my life right now. Now we do a couple of real extravagant things a couple times a year. I'm still debating if we're gonna do the marriage ball this year. Especially I only gained all this weight, and I have no clothes that I can fit, and I really don't want to invest in no plus size evening gown because I don't intend to be this big forever, for much longer. Because this didn't come from eating. This came from something else. This is a medical issue. And medical issues need to be addressed. And when those things are addressed, the symptoms usually get addressed as well. That's the prayer. Because I am not one to like to sit around and do nothing. I'm not a do nothing kind of person. But I'm right now so stuck because I can't physically operate the way I usually do. Can't dance around, can't work on the house the way I used to, can't go out and work on the yard. Oh, great, look at that. Well, so at least I'm doing something where I can sit. Because once I stand up, 3 minutes into it, it's a wrap. My back starts screaming and cussing and hollering. I don't know if it's a disc. It feels muscular, but there's some other issues going on with me that are probably the contributing factor to the muscle issue. I do have a couple of can't pronounce it, degenerative discs. Maybe I'm mispronouncing it. In other words, the x-ray said that I've got a couple of discs that have slipped due to, guess what? Age. Sometimes it sucks getting old. But still stay active. No matter how active I have been, there's always going to be an issue. Now see how that came off so easy? I didn't wipe it off while I was wet. Got it off while it was dry.
I know every bitch I'm fucking with, what they got, how they really look. I know what it is. I'm really caught off guard by something. Every once in a while, something happens where I'm like, I didn't see that.
How does that look?
That would be something like a 6-month turnaround.
So there you have it. Eyelashes are done. Let us recap. Number 1 was the face. Number 2 was the eyeshadow. Number 3 were the eyebrows. And number 4 was the eyeliner and lashes. The last one will be the next one. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Leave a comment. Like, share, and subscribe. If you have any tips for me, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I take all tips, whether they're monetary or just verbally, as long as they're not mean and cruel, because I will clap back, okay? So let's be nice and kind so I can be nice and kind. Have a good day. Peace.